Good morning, and welcome to another episode of Life Evolves with Michelle. I hope everybody is feeling well. I want to welcome you into the room, and today I wanted to talk about my experience that I had recently. It's that dreaded dental experience. Yes, I had to go to the dentist here in Panama, so I wanted to share my experience. And then if anyone knows, dentist can be, or a dentist trip can really be something else. So I wanted to share that experience with you, and it was something I really didn't expect. So if that's something you want to hear, stay tuned because that's coming right after this. I wanted to tell you a little bit about my dental experience. We woke up one morning and my husband had a toothache. And so we had been planning on visiting a dentist, but hadn't found one that we quite wanted to go to. We was looking at certain areas, but we weren't really rushed because before we left the States, we did have a cleaning. So it was time for us to get a cleaning, but we have been procrastinating, putting it off. But he woke up with a toothache, I'm sorry. So we had to find a dentist. So we looked around and we found one in our area. It's called Ortho Smile. And so they had availability for us to be seen at 9:30. This was early in the morning. So we went at 9:30 and we had a lot of anxiety about going to the dentist because we've had some bad experiences in the past. If you're from the States, you know that the industry is really not covered well by our insurance. So a lot of times, unless you just got one of those really, really good insurance plans, but most of the time you do have a dental plan, but it does not cover a lot. And even as time has moved forward, they cover less and less. I remember back a couple of years ago, they would cover X-rays. Well, my last insurance did not cover X-rays, so it changes every year. So you know, I, the apprehension was the cost and what all was going to have to be done, whether he was going to need a root canal, tooth pulled, or whatever. So we end up going in and seeing Dr. Catherine is her name. And so while I was there, I got a cleaning, and I have some areas in the back that needs like a little deep cleaning. And then he wanted to have his tooth fixed. So they saw me first. They did my clean. We probably waited about, when we got to the office, we sat down. We probably waited about 10, 15 minutes, not very long. The receptionist was not English. She didn't really speak English, so we used the translator app. We was able to fill out the application, the entrance form or the history form. We gave it back to her, and then I was called back first, and she looked at my teeth and she did an examination. She didn't really do an X-ray, and that was shocking. I thought, every time you go to the dentist, they need to do an X-ray, but apparently that is not the case. She did see an area inside my mouth on the left that looked like it might have had a cavity deep down. So she wanted to do an x-ray on that part. But none of the other teeth needed x-rays. She ended up saying I had a cavity like in the front that they weren't going to fill today because they were going to clean my teeth and they might have to do a little deep. So that was cool. She went on and cleaned it. She did her deep cleaning, not by scaling so much, but she used like the water pick thing that has a little scaling. So she went around my teeth in the back, nothing painful. I mean, she was very gentle because I was expecting to have like a whole sore mouth the next day, which is today. But she did my cleaning with the water pick, and she went around it with the scraping just a little bit, and then I was done. And so then I went into the lobby and waited for my husband. So he went back, and I didn't know if he was going to have a root canal, what they was going to do. But they ended up doing an X-ray on him immediately, and then he ended up having a filling that needed some work to it. So she fixed that little tooth for him. She told him, if the pain wasn't done, she would do something else, but she feel like that would fix the problem. So we both was seen that day. He didn't get a cleaning that day because she worked on the tooth, but we both was seen that day. And so it's time to check out. So we checking out, and I'm like, OMG, what's this bill gonna be? Y'all, can I tell you, our bill was $137. for both of us, including his x-ray, my deep cleaning or my cleaning, her looking at my teeth and telling me what I need to do, all of the stuff he had done, and it was $137. And we looking at each other like, should we run out of here before she change her mind, or is this, what? So I mean, it was really a shocker to be able to go to the dentist, fully get everything you need, and not coming out of your pocket with at least $500, at least. So I'm gonna put the name of this dentist. I'm gonna do a picture. I'm gonna put a picture up here so you can see where the dentist is. It's in Bella Vista, but I'm sure this is just one dentist out of many. There are several. I mean, it's almost like a dentist on every corner here. So I'm sure this is just not local to this dentist. So one of the good things about being in Panama is that you can have your medical care, your dentistry, even your eye exam done, and you actually can pay out of pocket if you want to. You can have insurance, and it'll probably even be cheaper, but you can pay out of pocket and be able to afford it. Oh my God, I just did not expect the bill to be so low. So that's a good thing for people who are trying to come here and you want to, you know, if dentistry is one of the problems that you're having, just feel assured and feel rested, well, self-assured, let's say that if you come here, you can have care and get your teeth and stuff worked on and you can afford it. Like you can really afford it. So it was just really shocking. I had to share this with you guys. I hope you find something informational about this and that you can use this to better your life in some kind of way, even if you're not moving here. Just to know that in other places in the world, medical care, dental care, vision care is not out of reach like it is for us in the US. OMG. One thing I forgot to mention about the doctor, that doctor spoke excellent English. So anyone who tells you that you cannot find a doctor here who speaks English, that is absolutely false. I've talked to several doctors, including my medical doctor one time, my primary care doctor. He speaks English, and our the dentist we just went to, we didn't have to use a translator app at all. She understood English perfectly well, and you can express your needs and your wants to her. So that's another thing that you can rest assured that there are English speaking providers here, and you're able to communicate with them your needs and your wants. Well, I just want to thank you for tuning in, and I hope to see you on the next video. Well, I'll probably be talking more about healthcare in Panama. Okay, so have a great day. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share.